welcome back everyone. My name is Eltimar and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Arcanum. Where we left off last time, we were just completing Vendigroth. We got the Vendigroth device. I did try and fix our altar quest and I made it worse. We've now lost our first circle blessings. So we're just going to say that that's not going to work and we're going to move on towards the end of the game because the crashing is getting pretty bad. There is Nazard in here.
Are you prepared to face Aranax?
I mean, sure.
Then it is time. May your gods accompany you to the other side and help you to stop Aranax.
They had better, or we're all in for a bit of trouble. There's like a lot of enemies in here. So many lizards. Are these actually enemies? Do I need to kill them all? These are void lizards. Oh yeah, they definitely are enemies. Okay, let's just casually start killing. Oh boy, here I go killing again. Gonna go ahead and choke some potions. Good thing we brought potions along. I'm stuck with my inventory open now. I can't actually close it when it's the enemy's turn. No idea why, but that is just the way it is apparently. There we go. And finally close it off. Okay. Can we, after moving over here, rest? Oh good, we can actually rest in here. That actually helps a lot considering the amount of fatigue we are going to burn through killing 8 billion void lizards. Oh wait, not all of them. Oh, now they are. I was like, not all of them are aggressive. And then they became aggressive, so just gonna casually go through, kill them all. We just leveled up. Did that one just teleport? Gonna let that one come to us. I think that's the last one. Maybe. Man, actually did some decent damage there. Alright, saving, because we just killed so many things. And there is a handful more up here. We can kill them. Is that everyone? That would appear to be everyone. Let's rest. So we killed... I don't know how many lizards we just killed. A lot? I've jumped on a... There's jellyfish. What are those things? Aria slaves. Do I kill them? Are they enemies? We gained a level, so we're now level 53. We got 2 points. I'm gonna put them in... I have no idea. Haggle. And we can grab a spell of some sort. Let's grab... Oh, I don't know. Let's grab some necromancer spells. Conjure Spirit. It's not like we can get Master Necromancy anymore, but... There we go. Hi, enemies. Are you guys enemies? I'm gonna go with... Yes. Can't exit because I'm still in combat. Oh, there's one more. Okay. That took care of most of them. There's still a big group of them over here. Yeah, we can be fine. Let's rest for another hour. It's gonna be a quick and easy carefree murder spree through the void. It looks like it's going pretty well so far, though. We are killing things at a remarkable pace, and that's kind of what we're hoping for. Are we gonna get another level? Maybe. We're not even in combat yet? Oh, we got in combat. Damn. So close to getting through that fight without getting to combat. Is there anything to loot here? It doesn't look like it. There's, however, a staircase here. It goes down into a tunnel with a... I don't know what that is. Hello? A spirit snake that is walking back and forth. Aranex is here. This is Aranex's room, apparently. Oh, there, what's your business here? I'm here for Aranex. Get out of my way. The guard seems taken aback, surprised by your aggression. Yes, of course. We were told to expect visitors. Aranex is inside. Feel free to enter and speak with him. Thanks. Have a good day. So do we just blow this guy up and call it a day?
Yes? What is it?
Before you sits an elf, his legs crossed, his head down. An air of weariness surrounds him. He notices your presence, and slowly, purposefully stands and addresses us. Aranex, I presume.
Your presumption is correct. And who might I have the pleasure of addressing?
I am Eltimar.
Well, what brings you to my corner of oblivion?
I have become involved in events beyond my control.
That is a feeling I have much familiarity with. Sometimes I feel that my fate was decreed from an early age.
You are here because of your actions, not some cruel twist of fate.
Do not misunderstand me. I take full responsibility for my actions. Though, how are one's actions determined, really? How is our view of the world shaped? Mine was shaped by arguably the most powerful individual in the world, my father. He raised me on tales of the righteous superiority of the elves and the destiny that brought us to rule over all the races.
I don't think it was Nazardin's intent that you destroy a whole city.
What did he expect? He shoved a young, immature, and inexperienced fool into a position of immense power and set me loose on the world. Why didn't he stop me? He should have stopped me.
Wait, are you trying to tell me you feel guilt over what you did?
Most certainly. I have had 2,000 years of my grievous errors and judgment replaying themselves in my mind. One tends to grow a bit of a conscience in all that time.
Where was your new conscience when you threatened my life?
I did no such thing. I've been here for ages. Do you really think I could reach across the void to torment you?
I tire of your lies. Come out of your shell and fight me.
You fool! You think this is my protection? This is my prison! I've been trapped inside this shell for nearly 2,000 years!
What? That's impossible. This must be some sort of trick.
I assure you, it is not a light-hearted jest, though I wish that it were. I have been trapped here since soon after I was banished to this realm.
Who could have possibly trapped someone of your power here?
This is Kurgan's doing. When I first came here and realized what he was becoming, I attempted to stop him. Our battle was intense, yet brief. As you can see, I was not the victor.
Kurgan, the necromancer that you hated and had banished?
One and the same. It looked as if I was correct as to the effects of his experimentation. His dark magics have transformed him hideously, in body and spirit.
Do you think he could be behind all this? Tell him my story.
Being that I am trapped in here, my opportunities to get information are, shall we say, a bit limited. On the rare occasion Kurgan has deigned to visit me to play his intellectual games, he has dropped some veiled clues that might make sense in light of what you've told me. If I had to hazard a guess, I would say Kurgan is impersonating me.
To what end?
It sounds as if these dark elves you mentioned have patterned themselves after the misguided philosophy of my youth. They are proving to be powerful allies in his quest to return to Arcanum, it seems. I doubt they would be willing to help Kurgan the terrible return to exact his revenge.
So Kurgan is the one I'm here to stop.
That would appear to be the case. If you were able to facilitate my release from this prison, it would be my pleasure to help you destroy Kurgan.
Of course I'll help you. How can I get you out of there?
I'm afraid I do not know. I do not believe Kurgan could maintain this from a distance, so there must be something near here.
I'll be on my way then. Alright, we need to find a thing to help him free himself. There's a weird circly thing here, which leads to a dark champion place? This is a big house. Hello? You guys don't want to talk then, I see. Can we go inside? Apparently not. Alright. Oh, they're summoning. Those guys have a lot of life. Okay, this is clearly an area of the game where Disintegrate is going to be better than anything else. So let's just start disintegrating things. Oops, I didn't mean to destroy the body. Oh well. It's fine. Now, how do I get into that hut? You have no business here. Leave immediately. The penalty for disobedience is death. What is this place? I told you to leave. You won't be warned again. Fine, I'll take my leave. For now. Just because I want to rest first. And then I'll go in there. Don't know what's going to be in there, but we'll find out. I've saved. Your threats are pathetic. I told you to leave. You won't be warned again. Neither will you. Step aside or pay the consequences. This is a big place, and everyone seems to be pretty mad that we're here. How powerful are storm soldiers? Slightly cheaper than disintegrate values. But not shadow warriors. Shadow warriors are the same as a disintegrate. Got it. Oh, it's hidden behind a door. Let's let them come to us. Oh, we're not in combat anymore. Okay. Oh, we are again. Okay. Well, I mean, you live and learn, right? There is treasure chests in here. I wonder if they're any good. Not that we can unlock them, but... Or not that we can identify anything here. We can definitely unlock them. And, oh, don't do that. I don't think we're allowed to teleport out of here. In fact, it would be very silly if we could. It would not make any sense with the lore. There are sapphire and ruby rings on both sides, which is weird. Kinda makes me think we should pick them up. We can go back inside and have a quick rest. Can we rest in here? No. But we can definitely rest outside. Do I know where we are? Not even a little bit. For some reason it takes a long time to rest on occasion. I guess the blood spirits are tougher even than... Actually, we don't know that for sure. They are. There's 6 to kill. There's definitely a weird thing on the ground there. Let's just kill these guys. We gained a level. Should I even be killing my way through here yet? Is this the right place to be? We also need to rest again. We're level 54 now. I don't know if this is the right place we should be killing our way through yet. Oh, this is a terrible place to teleport to. I'm gonna pull back a little bit. It's fine, we're only a little unconscious. I am so friggin' lost right now. We are somewhere in the void. I don't actually know where we are. So it's 3 for lesser ones, 4 for greater ones, which means it's still more cost effective to kill all of them with harm. Oh, there's more guys coming in. What's even on this island? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, I don't know. Oh, there's something here. Gorgoth is apparently here. Maybe we don't kill Gorgoth yet. Oh, we can't leave. I guess we can go out that way, maybe. Where the fudge are we now? There's a weird staircase here to somewhere else. That's so many jellyfish. Oh, don't do that. Stop doing that. Do this. Okay, let them come to us, I don't care. I have gotten a little bit confused as to where we even are. I don't have any idea where we are, to be completely honest with you. We are in a little bit of a uncertain area. I don't really know what we're doing out here. I guess we'll find out in the end, but we'll kill the big ones. And then we'll drown our sorrows in some potions. Is that it? Everyone's dead? No, there's still one, at least one more guy. There we go. There's still one more. We don't have any mana left. Go, Virgil, go! I believe in you. We have 2 shots. Virgil, I really believe in your abilities right here. There we go. Good job, Virgil. I'm impressed. Okay. Where are we? Is a really good question. I have no clue what we're doing, honestly. I'm completely lost. Let's rest. We need to find something, some way back to where we were. And all I keep doing is running into more things. Okay. Can we go back through these portals? Apparently not. The only way forward is forward, I guess. What was that thing? Krakatour. Oh, we know that name. That's a familiar name. I'm surprised it's gonna let us rest here for an hour. Huh. You wanna talk? Who dares disturb the mighty Krakatour? I suppose that would be me. Dreadfully sorry about that. Sorry? Sorry? Do you have any idea the powers it can bring to bear against you? The wrath of Krakatour knows no bounds. I'm sure. Perhaps I could ask you a few questions, oh mighty one. I suppose I might let you live long enough to ask some questions. What's your opinion on Kurgan the Terrible? Kurgan, the massive creature in front of you seems to cringe. What do you mean? What do you want with Kurgan? I'm looking to destroy him and I need the help of the mighty Krakatour. Perhaps. What exactly is going on? I tell him. I see, the creature rears to its full height, nostrils streaming. So, you ask the terrible Krakatour for his help in battling evil Kurgan? Fight fire with fire. I shall destroy that bumbling necromancer. With great sweep of my claw, his blood will flow as mighty Krakatour passes his judgment. All will cower before the power of Krakatour. I mean, I'm leaving now. I don't think we want him with us. He seems pretty evil. I don't think we actually need him. That's just a human bandit. I'm gonna leave him alone too for now. Okay, we're back at the beginning. This is where we came in. Nice. Okay. Now we can go back and find out what we were supposed to do. So you can actually go for full circle, which is kind of great. Okay. So, we go back in. We went downstairs and we found Kurgan. Or not Kurgan, Aranax. Let's go into Aranax's little hut. How do we free Aranax? Okay, he said that there's something. I'm gonna go talk to the snake. Maybe the snake knows what's up. Hey, come back here. There's some dark. Maybe the Dark Champions are doing it. Okay, that made everyone mad. Oh. Well, I mean, okay, fair enough. I did not expect that to work, but okay.
Many thanks for releasing me from my horribly lengthy incarceration, sir. I am at your service.
I think it's time we showed Kurgan the error of his ways.
We could do well to recruit some help. I know some beings in this realm that we might be able to convince to follow us. Perhaps you have heard of them. The Bane of Kree, Gorgoth, and Krakatur.
Do you think they'd join us?
We can only hope. We will have to convince them that Kurgan is a danger to them as well.
How do we find them?
I don't know. We will need to find a way to navigate amongst the different land masses of the void using the ancient portals.
Alright, let's go. Alright. So now we go back out here. Okay. Not going back in there yet, I don't think. Because there was nobody in there that I remember. Let's go find these other creatures. Maybe we'll take those guys with us. Or we kill them all, who knows. Sorry, 1 second. Sorry about that, just had to clear up my nose. Now, we are in a new area, we've never been here. There are many portals. Let's just pick one and go. Okay, this is the one with... this guy. Can't remember his name. Let's talk to him. No? You wanna talk? Me, Gorgoth. Gorgoth need food. Gorgoth, you mean the Gorgoth? What a small world. Gorgoth hungry, need food. Eat, eat! Get you some food if you help me fight Kurgan. Yes, kill Kurgan for food. Blood, meat. Okay, I'll come back with food. Do you think we can just feed him lizards? I'm gonna go with yes, considering one of the items that drops is a void creature carcass. Here, Gorgoth, I brought you an animal carcass. Food, good food. Kill Kurgan for food. Here you go. Onwards then. What is he? So we've got Aranax. We've got Gorgoth. Can we see these characters? Actually, yeah, we can. Character sheet. He's level 50. He's got 20 strength. Good con. He's got dodge and melee mastery. Pretty decent. Don't really know what else he has. Lots of... Oh my god, that's a lot of health. He's got so much health. Aranax, what are you like? Character sheet. Nope. Character sheet. You are dodge melee for a wizard? Really? Alright, fair enough. 19 willpower. Do you have magic? You have some fire magic. You got some force magic. Except you didn't pick up disintegrate. You got... What did you put all your points into? I'm confused. You're not very good at anything else. Did you put crafting stuff? No? Right then. Okay, so we got Aranax. He is fairly bad, actually, but that's okay. Let's move on. Let's go find more people to recruit. Let's just go, everyone. He needs more food or I'll leave the party. It's been like 30 seconds, Gorgoth. Gorgoth, I might have to kill you. I'm not gonna lie. Your insatiable need for food is already sort of kind of irritating. Let's try and get this guy. What's your... A few more questions, opinion. Need the help, tell him what's going on. So he'll help me? Well, no, let's not rush into things. I mean, this is Kurgan the Terrible we're talking about. Not that I will have any trouble dispatching him, of course, for I am Krakatur, the ruination of past, present, and future. Yes, please, what were you saying? Krakatoa expects payment for his services. Did you think I would come to your rescue without some sort of offering? You must pay your respects. Krakatoa expects a heavy toll. Entire villages have been sacrificed to appease me, for I am... What if I told you I could get you out of here? You mean go back to Arcanum? Well, of course, I could continue my reign of terror upon the people of the land. All of Arcanum will tremble before the fury of Krakatoa. Mighty Krakatoa, the... maybe not. Should we even bring along these guys with us? Let's just disintegrate Krakatoa. Honestly,
Most assuredly.
he's a bad guy.
Most assuredly.
And I think this guy's gonna be pretty evil too. So, we're just gonna take Arcanum with us. Let's go find the last person. Who's this bandit? This man has the look of a fierce warrior. His heavily muscled body is covered in scars and tattoos. He sniffs the air as you approach. A fresh arrival, eh? He stilled the smell of the world upon you. Who are you? Been known by many names, but the only one that matters now is the Bane of Kree. That is the name I was known by when I wielded power over men. So I just call you Bane, or would you prefer Mr. Kree? He's on you faster than you can imagine with a blade at your throat. Do not mock me, it'll be your last mistake. Push his blade away. What are we talking about now? He smiles, slightly unsheathes his sword. I like a man of courage. Not many can face my sword without sniveling for mercy. How'd you come by your name? Kree was where I forced the world to respect my power. No one had ever breached the great walls of Kree, but my hordes swarmed over them, as if they were but a mirage. Held the fate of every man, woman, and child in my hand, and showed them no mercy. His eyes glaze over as he looks into the distance, savoring his moment of glory once again. If only he could return to Arcanum. Why are there so many evil people in here? I mean, they kind of deserve it, to be completely fair, but what do you got for weapons? Torian Kel's ancestral sword and unidentified armor. We're not going to take that with us, but the sword's kind of cool. Bye, Bane of Kree.
What is it that you want of me?
Nothing. I just wanted to go to the portal, but apparently that's not happening. Okay, we're back at the beginning again. Let's go back to that fortress area. I'm guessing that's where we're supposed to go, if I had to hazard a guess. We killed our way through the realm. We found out that there are people here that want us dead. We killed a bunch of evil things. We just got 3 new skill points, which is both good. I'm just going to jump them into fatigue, honestly, at this point. I have nothing else to use them on that I really care about. Gonna go into this thing here. And across the bridge and into the fort. We're gonna have to kill our way. Actually, we've already killed our way through a little bit. Let's go upstairs. I think we just bust into this throne room, right? Hello, everyone. Hi, friends. What is this thing here? Nothing. There's a portal down here. Let's go through there. What is going on in here? Let's F7 this, because this is weird. City of dwarves. Is anyone even left alive in here? Yes, there are a handful of people. Everyone here is dead except for this small group up here. This must be the clan, the Blackrock clan, or... yeah. Oh, well, okay. Let's save before going in there. Someone from the other side has come. Who are you? Hi, I'm Grinjar Silverhammer. Tell me, did Stenner reach you? Yes, but he died before he could tell me what was happening. Stenner, he hangs his head for a moment. How did he die? He perished in a horrible Zeppelin crash. A Zeppelin, what's that? It's an airship, a boat that flies suspended under a large balloon. What? I've never heard of such a thing. How is this possible? The world has changed greatly since you've been here. No doubt driven by dwarven ingenuity and technological advances. After Bates' engine, humans began developing machines. So our folly haunts us once again. If only we'd harnessed that boy's ideas. What might have been? Well, that's of no consequence now. If we hadn't made some error in judgment, what the Dark Elves could exploit, another clan would have. Can you tell me what happened? The Dark Elves had been lying in wait, looking for some way to bring dwarves over to this side. They knew that technology would eventually weaken the wards to the point of failure, but they decided to accelerate the process. They needed a machine to open the rift back up by distorting the already weakened wards. An elf couldn't make a machine to save his life. And then Bates made a steam engine. Exactly, somehow they convinced King Lokar to banish us. We were shocked, to say the least, but our king had spoken. We were told our banishment was to the Isle of Despair, but this is where we ended up. We can only assume our king knew nothing of their true intent. I don't believe he did. As soon as we arrived here, we were beaten mercilessly and thrown in chains. As our work progressed on the gate, Stender formulated a plan. As soon as the gate had any functionality, he would go through and attempt to warn the other side. We knew his absence would be noticed, and that they would try and stop him. Go on. He began preparations to disguise himself as a gnome. He starved himself to the point of sickness, and when the gate was near readiness, he shaved his beard. He believed that the full responsibility for what had befallen us was his. He would do whatever he thought was necessary to make things right, even that. What happened afterwards? They tortured some of the clan to force us to reveal his plans, but we wouldn't break. We knew that they needed us to finish the gate, and we'd been disabling the gate in various ways for months. For all they knew, we still had months ahead of us to finish the thing, when we could have finished months before. And then? They killed half the clan in a last-ditch effort to force us to talk. We still did not break, and now we are all that's left of our once great clan. I will return to free you when I've killed those responsible. We will do that. I mean, we're going to be getting pretty close to the end, right? How do I get to the other side? We go this way. There's like a hallway with a bunch of guards, a bunch of berserkers, it looks like. I still have my staff, good. It's got 24 mana in it. I'm just gonna follow the patrol. Oh, I was gonna follow the patrol all the way down for fun. Can we just discuss how Disintegrate is the single most overpowered skill ever? I'm just walking down the hallway, blowing up elite guards like they're nothing. Gonna down some potions. We do have a lot of potions still, which is good. There are a couple more guards up ahead, but... oh, there's 4 of them. I honestly thought there was only 2. Oops! I think I disintegrated a fire. Didn't know I could do that, but... fair enough. Can we just disintegrate the end boss? That'd be pretty funny. Well, let's save and go through the portal.
Greetings.
Oh.
Long have I waited for your arrival, and finally this moment has come. I am Kurgan, first of the Necromancers, voyager in the lands of the dead.
Okay. I see. Not exactly the person I originally expected.
I would think not. Although the presence of Aranax tells me you already know much as my tale. At least as much as he deemed necessary in order to bring you into his confidence.
He told me enough. I've come to put an end to your madness.
Powerful you are. Very powerful. But remember the lesson I once taught you. Remember that. And listen to the words I have to say.
He laughs, an eerie sound laced with the tormented cries of the half-dead, the echoes of places both impious and profane. Impious, sorry. Very well, your time is short. These words will be your elegy.
My life, in the world you call Arcanum, seems so very distant. The memories clouded like those of a child, and a child I was then. Probing the darker magics, given glimpses of the truths yet to come.
The council knew of the evil of those magics. Look at you.
Yes. Look at me. And what do you see? A monster? An abomination? You've no idea what I've discovered. You see with eyes tainted by life, and all which that accursed state embodies. My vision is clear because of those magics you hold in disdain. And the Council, it is they I have to thank for it.
Why, because they punished you? Tried to stop you?
In your world, your Arcanum, I was powerful. Perhaps the most powerful human magicka who has ever been. But to humans, cursed with our shortness of life, our brevity, what is this power? What can be learned in that impermanent spark that is our lives? Nothing. But here, in this so-called prison, there are no limits. There is no end.
Again he laughs. I don't understand.
This place, This void has no time as you know it. I've been here for more than 2,000 of your years, and yet I've aged not at all. I feel as I did the moment they sent me here, or as when the Dark Elves first called to me. Do you now see? Here I can do everything I did in your world, but I am unfettered by the chains of mortality that time hangs upon us.
But the Dark Elves thought that they were calling to Aranax.
Yes, I know. Ironic, isn't it? It was on my ears that their feeble and pathetic cries had fallen. To me, Kurgan, who had defeated their master and thrown him in chains. Kurgan, who had manipulated them into subverting the Panari and weakening the wards. Kurgan, who used them to send me the dwarves of the Black Mountain clan, who have now finished the bridge back to Arcanum.
But why? If you like it here so much, then leave us alone.
I truly wish I could. My reasons for returning aren't what you'd think. I had no aspirations for power or domination like your companion Aranax did. Aspirations that I became the victim of. No. Those are the motivations of the living, and I no longer place myself among them.
Then what is it you want?
If only I could show you the places I've seen, you might understand the things I say. I've been to the desolate lands, wandered by those souls who still see the lands of the living, but wear the cloak of the dead. Blind to their own ends, they cry, passing through one another like shadows in the dying light of day. I've traveled to where souls rot in torment, pierced with the jagged shards of life and vision, clinging to memory, regrets of the flesh. I saw that this prison was of their own making, and the key was in unknowing, in release. And still, I traveled on. And finally, I came to the place where souls go to die, where the mirrored and worn spirits fall into an endless sea of gray, mirrored glass. And I lowered myself within, and lay there among them, and I almost did not return. And do you know what I found there? There, among the silent and battered shells of the innumerable, peace, enlightenment, truth. Only then did I realize that this place, this life, is an abomination, a horrible distortion of the natural order. This life, who mothered pain and fear and envy, these twisted children who exist only because we are here to feed them, to nourish them. This life, this afterthought, a disturbance, a mere ripple in that great, dead sea, not even the cause, but merely an effect, sending these souls upward, screaming for release from the day they are torn from their waters. The effect of what? I do not know, nor do I care. Have you ever spoken with the dead, called to them from this side, pulled them from their silent rest? Do you know what it is that they feel? Pain. Pain when torn into this wakefulness, this reminder of the chaos from which they had escaped. Pain at having to live. There will be no more pain. There will be no more chaos.
I mean, it's not the
I
best.
see your soul, traveler. It screams, tattered and spent. Do you feel its pull? Do you hear its wailing? It is within my power to calm these waters, and that is what I shall do.
He's not entirely wrong. He's just not also right. I suppose that's a different sort of way to look at things.
Hold on a moment. Might I speak with you?
Of course, Virgil.
What he is saying, it's not completely untrue. I've seen the places he speaks of, felt the peace and serenity of that great dead sea. It's not something I'll ever forget.
There's a strange longing in his eyes. What are you saying, Virgil? Do you agree with Kirkin?
Of course not. I made my choice a long time ago, and I choose to stand with you. Yes, there is pain in life, pain and loss and sorrow. But there is also joy and the pleasures of growing and learning. You can't have one without the other, and I wouldn't want to sacrifice either. But in the end, I stand with you, whatever your choice.
Virgil gives us a hard look. Thank you, Virgil. As for you, Kurgan.
I can no longer tolerate the atrocities that this life has brought about. There will be peace. There will be quiet. Life will no longer be. And so I go to Arcanum to be an end to it. And then I will join the souls of the dead when it is done.
Perhaps I could persuade you otherwise. You may be wrong.
Am I? It all depends on your point of view. Take yourself, for example. You've been told from the beginning of your adventure that you're the second coming of Nasrudin, the return of the living one. Do you believe it?
I'm not one to discount anything, but I'd be inclined to say no.
As well you should. There are no prophecies. It's just the nature of living things to want to conform their existence to a foreseeable pattern, to attempt to exert control over the chaos that surrounds them. Life by its very nature disallows this. Life is an accident, the result of random chance. Therefore, its nature can be no different.
That's your opinion. Can you support it?
There are those who would look at all that has happened to you, and then look at you, and call you a madman for not believing in the prophecy. Your opinion is based on what you have seen, what you know. My perceptions on the nature of life and death are no different.
Perhaps, but my opinion doesn't threaten the whole of creation.
That only bothers you because you see your creation as the natural order of things. I've told you it's only the effect of a meddler, the incoherent scribblings of a child. It's not meant to be.
Perhaps. I have a few questions.
Of course.
What is it you really want, Kirkin?
I want the end to all life. I've divined the mysteries of death and seen its truth. Death is the natural state of things, and life is a distortion of the natural order. I will put an end to it once and for all. Of course.
Got more questions? Tell me how you came to be here.
I was the first of the necromancers, and the Elven Council was displeased with my studies into the darker side of that discipline. After an inquiry into my activities, the Council was going to exile me, but Aronax, in his hatred of me, convinced them banishment was more appropriate for my so-called crimes. They banished me soon afterward.
That's more questions. Tell me what happened with Aronax.
Aronax was banished here only a few years after I was. After seeing how powerful I'd become, he raised a ragged army against me. But his efforts were useless. I destroyed his army and threw him in chains. A fitting end for him, and a reward for his endless arrogance.
Got more questions. Tell me of the Dark Elves and the Black Mountain Clan.
The Dark Elves began calling across the void soon after Aronax had been banished. By the time their feeble cries were heard, their master was already defeated and imprisoned. Pretending I was he, I masterminded the manipulation of the Panari, coerced the Dark Elves into betraying the trusts of Logair and the Wheel Clan, and had the Black Mountain Clan sent to me.
And what have they been doing?
The Black Mountain Clan was brought here because of the nature of technology and magic. The wards which bind the gate back to Arcanum are weakening because of the rise of technology. I've brought the dwarves here to construct a device to shatter the wards once and for all. Of course.
Nothing else. I said I thought your opinion was dangerous.
That only bothers you because you see your creation as the natural order of things. I've told you it's only the effect of a meddler, the incoherent scribblings of a child. It's not meant to be.
I suppose it's possible you're correct.
And why not? I realize that you follow the way of the righteous, or at least that's the role you've decided to play. But you've yet to see the other side. Follow me, and I'll show you things you've never imagined.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to kill Kurgan, because we're definitely not going to agree with his point, right? I'm gonna reload, though. I think I did this wrong. I wanted to do the talkie path, but we can just kill him.
And then you shall know.
Apparently, no, we cannot disintegrate him. He's got a lot of life. This isn't the ending I wanted, though. Let's go back there.
Greetings. I would think not. Oh, my life. Yeah. This place. Yeah.
After the cutscene.
If only I could show you the place. I see your soul, traveler.
Hold on a minute. What he is saying. Of course.
I can no longer tolerate the atrocities that this life has brought about. There will be peace. There will be quiet. Life will no longer be. And so I go to Arcanum to be an end to it. And then I will join the souls of the dead when it is done.
I'm gonna say, an interesting point of view. I can see the merit it holds.
And why not? I realize that you follow the way of the righteous, or at least that's the role you've decided to play. But you've yet to see the other side. Follow me, and I'll show you things you've never imagined.
Your offer is tempting, perhaps.
Are you daft, man? Are you not listening to what this madman is proposing? He will kill every living being in both realms, including you.
I think I convinced him he's wrong.
I think you have taken leave of your senses. I will allow you this attempt at a peaceful resolution, even though I doubt it has much hope of success.
We'll see. Now, Kurgan, I have a few words to say about this.
Splendid. I've spent the last 2,000 years developing my philosophy, but I'm always eager to hear another's thoughts. Please, proceed.
Very well. Let's speak of the nature of life and death.
Yes, let us speak of this. It is my opinion that the nature of life is accidental, that this reality we experience is merely a distortion of death. What say you, traveler?
As you've said, I only have my experience to draw from.
Yes, but what has that experience taught you? I know not the roads you've traveled, but I do know that all living things feel pain and loss. It's my opinion that they feel these things because they were never meant for what we know as life. Their souls are not equipped for it.
Experience has taught me that fanaticism is dangerous.
What? It is for the strong to make decisions such as these. What some people call presumption or fanaticism, I call solidity of purpose. I'm not sure that you've the strength of character to understand what I'm saying.
Yes, but your decisions are based on your experience.
Yes, you're correct. I concede you that point. But I have seen both sides, whereas you have only the lands of the living. Trust me when I say that the souls who are called back to this life are in the most excruciating pain. It's unnatural.
Yes, but perhaps that's the nature of those particular souls.
What do you mean? Are you faulting the souls of the dead for the meddlings of the living?
No, but it's fate that some will suffer and some rest in peace.
I'm afraid that I don't agree with you. And even if I did, Your observation about the randomness of fate or of life only proves my earlier point. The nature of life is chaos because of its unnatural existence. It just should not be here.
But I think souls are in pain because they hold on too tightly.
No, I've heard enough. You must choose. Either you see the truth of my words or you do not. Tell me on which side you choose. Life or death?
Life. I think we did that wrong again. We got much further in it that time. Let's try it one more time.
Greetings. I would think not. Yet, this place
Skipping through, back to where we were.
Hold on. What?
I can no longer, and why not?
Are you? I think.
Split. Yes, let us speak. Yes, you're correct. I concede. Are you saying that I can't trust the sight of my... What do you mean? Are you faulting the souls of the dead for the meddlings of the living? I'm afraid that I don't agree with you. No. Very well.
Nope. Did it wrong again. Let's try one more time.
Greeting. I would think...
I guess there's a specific way we have to do this.
Yeah, this I true.
Eventually we'll get it down. I want to do the talky end.
What?
I can, and why not?
Are you?
Yes. But yes, you're correct. I concede you that point. Are you saying that I can't trust the sight of my... What do you mean? Are you fault? I'm afraid that I don't
Oops, I
agree.
did the wrong one again.
Very well.
We gotta do all the right
I would
things.
think not. Yeah, this place...
It's tough to get this guy to agree to die.
What?
I can no longer tolerate... And why not?
Are you?
Yes. But what? Yes, you're correct. I concede you that. What do you mean? Are you faulting the souls? But you speak as if these souls
there
have
we
a
go.
choice when they're brought back. It's the mindless bravado of the living that subjects them to the vagaries of this life.
No, but the pain is of their own making.
I'm willing to say you might be correct. But what proof have you?
I've spoken with souls who weren't in pain.
Just because some souls have accepted the nature of this distortion doesn't justify its existence. If what you're saying is correct, then what is the nature of death? Of life? Which is the natural state? Why is there pain on one side and uncertainty on the other?
The distortion is caused by the eyes with which we choose to see.
Perhaps it is my own arrogance, my own bravado that has brought us here to this crossroads. The question is, where do we go from here? We've spoken of fate, of prophecy. Have I traveled this road too long to turn back? Perhaps I have no choice but to continue on to the end.
Kurgan looks away, visibly troubled. No, I have a solution. I can free you once and for all.
Truly, I wish there were freedom for me. But I cannot let go of this life knowing that I might be called back to its pain. No, it seems I have no choice.
He looks at us almost sadly. The Vendigroth device, it will sever you from this world forever.
Really? You can sever the bonds which hold my soul to the lands of the living? This object can actually do that?
Something like hope flares in his eyes. Yes, I can free you from the pain you fear.
So many years I've raged against the living. All those years, and the distortion was in my own soul. No man can see the nature of his flaws with diseased eyes. The contradiction lies within me.
He bows his head, his shoulders sagging. Let me end your journey, Kurgan. Go to your rest.
Yes, I thank you. And I'm sorry. So very, very sorry. Perhaps some souls are born into death. They never knew how to live.
Yes, I think you might be right.
Goodbye, traveler. My road ends here. I wish you luck on yours.
Goodbye, Kurgan. Oh, I have to use the device on him. I see. Or I don't use the device on him. He just moves.
The defeat of Lucan and his henchmen, coupled with your freeing of the ghost of Bessie Toon, enabled Shrouded Hills to grow and become a thriving community once again. A new silver vein is discovered in the old Bessie Toon mine. Workers pour into town by the dozens, and within a few years, Shrouded Hills is a bustling boom town. Such towns often have problems keeping the peace. Shrouded Hills has no such trouble, mainly due to the efforts of their new sheriff, Doc Roberts. Maximilian was returned to Dernholm, and all of Cumbria rejoiced in the return of their rightful king. Under the new rule of Maximilian, Cumbria quickly grew into a powerful nation, embracing both magic and technology. And once again, the proud banner of the Dragon Knights flew from the ramparts of Dernholm Castle, set there by their new captain, Liana Peldar. Because you convinced the mayor of Blackroot to rejoin Cumbria, there is a small struggle between Maximilian and the Industrial Council concerning ownership of the town. Maximilian was determined to defend his own, and he was successful in doing so. Under the protection of their new king, Blackroot grew into one of the most important port cities in all of Arcanum. Loghaire Thunderstone never returned to his people, and a distraught and confused Ranver assumed leadership over the Wheel clan. Without the strong king, the Dwarven clan splintered, and a bloody war followed. In time, Ranver gathered enough followers to put an end to the conflict, but the dwarves were never the same again, secluding themselves forever from the outside world. The Beducan continued to live in the dark fens, fighting here and there with loggers and poachers, but mainly keeping to themselves. They continued to live the primitive lives of nomad hunters, and they never spoke with the elves of Kintara again. Upon returning to Arcanum, Aranax buried his father on the Isle of Thanatos. Later he traveled to the Vendigroth Wastes, and there used his powers and single-handedly raised the city from the ruins it had become. Vendigroth again became a place of awe and wonder. Yet, after all of this, Arcanum is still what it always was, a place of possibility, a place of change. One thing is certain, and that is that nothing at all is ever certain in this place. Who's to say what the future holds for the land we call Arcanum?
Well, there we go. We've reached the end of the game. I know we had to rush it a bit at the end, but I was getting a little bit of instability problems, and I wanted to see how it played out at the end. So, we allowed Aranax to go free. We convinced Kurgan to stop his genocide of the world. And everything turned out pretty okay, honestly, except for the dwarves. The dwarves, things did not go particularly well for. Like I ask at the end of every series, if you like the content, please consider subscribing. And otherwise, I'll see you all in the next series. Our goal is to finish up Bravely Default 2 and Hogwarts Legacy. There might be a little bit of a hiatus until either Dark Envoy or Rogue Trader comes out. I know Dark Envoy has a demo out at the moment, but I'm not really keen on recording demos. I like to play full games, so I might just wait on that one. And I have no idea when Rogue Trader is coming out. It's a very uncertain thing. We do know that Baldur's Gate 3 is coming in August, I believe it is, so that is another game that I plan on doing on the channel. For now, though, like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take care.